here in the world of real estate, we have fancy lingo for everything. You may be listening to a realtor talk and you think, sounds like half great, but I don't want to tell them I don't know what they're talking about. No worries, my friend. Today we are going to break down a word that you may hear bandied about a lot in the Iowa City area. And by the end of this short video, you'll know exactly what it means. Today's topic is zero lots. What exactly is a zero lot? Because I can tell you, when you're buying real estate, there's nothing zero about it. Real estate is expensive. So let's go chat about zero lots. Hey there, Emily Farber with Levitt-Krager Realtors in Iowa City. I create YouTube videos all about real estate in the greater Iowa City area, designed exactly for people like you who are thinking about buying, selling, or relocating in the Iowa City area. If that fits your profile, you should check out some of my free downloadable guides down below. You'll also find all my contact information, and I would love to hear from you. Alrighty, so what is a zero lot? A zero lot is a word that we use a lot in Iowa that I don't think is that common in the rest of the nation. A more common descriptive word for a property that is similar but not quite the same is a duplex. You know, side-by-side properties that share a wall. The difference, however, is that a duplex is sold as a whole. Both units get sold together, while a zero lot, the sides are sold individually. Zero lots have some distinct advantages, so let's talk about those real quick. I would say the first big advantage of a zero lot is the price. Here in the greater Iowa City area, our real estate is not cheap. We are one of the more expensive places to live in the state of Iowa. So if you are coming here and you're having a bit of sticker shock about our prices, a zero lot could be a great option. Take a look at these factoids. I just pulled data from my MLS looking at May of 2021. When I look at our average price point for May of 2021, it comes up to about $270,000. You think, that's okay. But when you split it apart between single family homes, zero lots, and condos, the story is a bit different. The average price for a sold detached single family home in May of 2021 was topping out close to $350,000. Whew, that's a bit high. But the average price point for a zero lot in the greater Iowa City area for that same time period was more like $250,000. So as you can see, there is a big price difference between the two housing models. Another advantage of a zero lot is the fact that you don't have to deal with an HOA. If you've come to grips with your budget and you say to yourself, okay, I accept the fact that really what I can afford around here is either going to be a zero lot or a condo, but you really don't love the idea of being jam-packed in with a bunch of neighbors, and you really don't like the idea of an HOA having control over the way you use your property, a zero lot is a great option for you. Another advantage of a zero lot is that you still get a yard. Yes, with a zero lot, you do have a yard. It may not be a huge yard, but it is still yours to do with what you want. And that includes fencing it off, using it for your dogs, having it for your kids, or even just fencing it off for your own private enjoyment. That is not something that you can typically do with a condo. Another big advantage of a zero lot is the kind of property that you're going to be getting. If you're comparing apples to apples, let's say you have a budget of $250,000 and you'd really like a single family house, you go out and you look at them and you're just underwhelmed. You don't like the location of them, they seem small, they seem dated, you're just not impressed, and you think, dang, for $250,000, I just expected a bit more. Well, my friend, let's look at zero lots. I think for $250,000 in a zero lot, you're going to find a much more spacious property, and you're going to find a higher level of fit and finish. If you like that new stuff, for that price point, you need to be considering zero lots. All right, like so many things in life, nothing is perfect, and I'll agree, zero lots are not perfect. Some of the disadvantages of zero lots mainly center around that shared wall, the party wall. And it's not gonna seem like a party if your neighbor is driving you insane. People always wanna know, how noisy is it exactly? Will I be able to hear Billy Bob over there next door? That's a crystal ball question, and your realtor just really can't tell you that. A lot of it has to do with the habits of your neighbor. Some of it's going to do with the construction quality of the zero lot, and some of it's just going to have to do with layout. So if your neighbor is a drummer and they've got drum practice over there, you might hear them. If your neighbor has a pack of barking dogs or triplet toddlers who scream half the day, you might hear them. Of course, you might hear those things if it was an actual detached house too. So, take it with a grain of salt. As far as the layout of a zero lot, know that most of the time when you are looking at the side that you are considering, the opposite side is going to be a mirror image. So figure out which walls are shared. Are you sharing living room to living room wall and both people have a TV up there against the wall? There might be a small amount of noise transfer. But if you can see that you're sharing a stairwell, maybe a garage wall, perhaps a bathroom wall, well, then probably the noise transfer is not going to be as much because those don't tend to be noisy areas of the house. There are a lot of zero lots in the Iowa City area, especially Coralville and North Liberty. Here in Iowa City proper, just to confuse things a little bit, they don't like to call them zero lots. In Iowa City, they will be classified as a condo, but then in the agent's remarks section of the listing, it should be noted that this is a condo that functions as a zero lot, which means no HOA and no condo fees. You are responsible for your side and the neighbor is responsible for their side. Now let's go take a look around and see what some of these zero lots look like. They vary widely in style, size, and amenities. This new construction neighborhood of zero lots is located in North Liberty. Here we have a ranch style zero lot right next to a split foyer style zero lot, and next to that one is a two-story style zero lot. If you look at the garage placements on these buildings, you can see that they are not all identical. Some of them have the garages side by side, which would indicate the party wall is between the garages there for a portion of the house, while this one has the garages separated. Here's another example of a neighborhood with quite a few zero lots in it. This particular neighborhood is located in Coralville, and as you can see, the home style of the zero lots varies widely. So what do you think about zero lots? Is it an option for you? If you have more questions about property and just what things are like in terms of real estate here in Iowa City, I would love to hear from you. Leave me a comment down below in the comments section and I will definitely read it and try to reach out. Hey, it's been fun and I'll catch you later.